So hello my crazy garden people and farmers people. So there is a new content that I want to share with you. It's about seeds and figs, and fig seeds. I repot my fig sprouts that germinated, and you can see them here. So this is the box of figs that already germinated and already grew a little bit, and I will show you now how I did this and how this work continues, so in order to get a full-grown fig tree in some years. So in order to gain the seeds, I already posted a video about this back in February, I think, and these are fig seeds. And it's quite easy and simple to remove them from the fruit. So it's very easy and simple. So in spring, as it's now in the northern hemisphere, in Austria, which is where I live, so the best time to plant those seeds is in spring. So starting at the end of March, roundabout. It depends on whether you have a greenhouse, or it depends on where you the environment. So I put it in the greenhouse at the end of March. You can start with that, but also now in the middle of May. So today is the 13th of May. It's still fine, and you can still put the seeds in soil and they will germinate, and at the end of autumn the trees will have quite a big size. So last year I started at the 6th of June, so from now in 3 weeks. So this year I'm very early, and this is perfect, so gorgeous. And next year I will be even earlier than this year. So this is the result. I mean, to be honest, I planted these ones already in, I think, January, but it's another story. So the other ones that I planted in a bigger pots, I planted them in the 23rd of March, and they already germinated, but only a few, so not that much, not that many. And this one, they are a bit ahead of their from the time, and so there are quite a lot. And what I will do now with those, I will just put so I take a spoon. So this is my kind of how I'm doing this with figs, and also with several other plants. I take a spoon and I very carefully remove those seedlings. So yeah, and I put them in this pot. I just fill it with soil, and then I put carefully this seedling in it, and I water it. And it's very important. So this kind of agriculture, I want to call it agriculture. This kind of agriculture, you really have to be there. There always has to be someone who waters the seedlings and the plants, because when the seedlings are in this size, very small, they always need constant amount of water in order not to dry out. It's very important. So the best thing is that you don't do this alone, and that you have somebody else you can rely on, where you can do this together. That's the best thing, the best requirement for this kind of work. Yeah, if you are a gardener, like in the classical way, you might not need a second person for that, but in this kind of gardening you need at least a second person. And yeah, that's it. And now I will show you the result, how big such a fig tree or such a fig seedling can grow within 1 year. So here we have the plant that's almost 1 year of age, and there is one fig tree. It's here, and to be honest, it's a small one. I have even bigger ones, like in this size and this size. And as I said, I planted last year the seeds on 6th of June, and this is one of those. So this one is like age of 11 months, around about 10 or 11 months. and yeah, it grows quite rapidly if you appropriately water the plants all the time, and you put them in a nice winter storage, you know. So that's a great result, and that's a very easy way of agriculture these days. So you don't have to sell and to buy all the plants that you want to grow. You can grow them yourself. And these are, for example, these are pomegranates, and I planted them. Where is the sheet? On the 1st of July, so 1.5 months ago, and I'm thinking about already repotting them, because when it comes to pomegranates and figs, they are not that sensitive when it comes to repotting. There are other plants, for example kiwis or mulberries. They are quite sensitive when it comes to repotting, because if the root gets damaged and they are still very small, they might die. And pomegranates and figs, they are quite resistant, so they don't die that fast. They are okay with to be repotted at this size already. Yeah, and that's the next work I'm about to do, and I will show you the result later on. So this is the first fig seedling that I repot in this year of 2025, and it's gonna come here inside, so it's quite difficult with the camera. Something like that, and that's how it goes. And then I water it, and that's the way it works. So, and this is the end result. So it's one box filled with these little pots, and these are 24 pieces, 24 fig seedlings. And yeah, so I have this in this yard inside. I already showed you some videos about this place, and there is no wind, and it's very good climate conditions here inside. So yeah, my colleague, I already have one employee, Frank, and he will take care of them, all the pots, and water them when I'm not there. So yeah, that's how I grow the figs. I wanted to show you, and now you can also try that.